Hi, I'm Kathy McNeil,
Hi, I'm George Mercado.
and welcome to Circus Reno's customer service video.
So we did this the first time 4 years ago. We did a refresher 3 years ago. We realized there were a lot of you that we had a lot of dealers who had never seen this. And being as we're evaluating on the different aspects of it, we thought it only fair that everyone have an opportunity to get a look at it. Plus, we wanted to refresh everyone's memory of what we're focusing on as far as customer service. So you've heard us talk about market metrics in our pre-shifts. Well, we've gone down to a new evaluation system. It's called GEM. So every customer that stays in the hotel, they get an email to do a survey about, it's called GEM, about everything. They ask so many questions about every different area. It could be friendly dealer, friendly supervisor, what hours were they playing, everything. So it's, the new system is called GEM, which means Global Entrepreneurship Monitor. So the areas the categories that they evaluate our department: guest service performance, overall satisfaction, and friendliness. And they break down those three into several smaller groupings, but those are the three main groups. So the score summary for these categories: March we are 83.7. April was, I don't know what happened in April. We went all the way down to 80.5, then 83.2, and then 83.1. So if you're looking at these numbers, we can see a trend. And it's not the trend that we were hoping for. They're going down. Even though it's not a lot, our numbers are going down. So it means we have work to do. And you guys are working hard, and we don't want to focus on the numbers too much. What we want to focus on is the experience that our customers are having. Because if the experience is better and better, these numbers are going to take care of themselves. So that's why we've gotten together to once again do a little refresher on our customer service training, which is don't sweat the money, sweat the customer's experience. So with that, I'll turn it over to Kathy.
So this is, we've decided to do this because it has been 3 years and we're in our peak season. The bowlers are gone, but it's the middle of summer and we kind of want to re-energize you guys. We want to be re-energized. And it is something that we need to do because this market is very, very competitive. So we want to continue with our successes. One of the very favorite things that I hear from people is when they say, when I hear a dealer saying, so where are you staying? Are you staying with us? And they say, no, we're staying at the Silver Legacy. But we always come over here and gamble. We always come over here and gamble because you guys are so friendly and so nice, and we just love playing here. That's just fabulous. There's a lot of things that Circus does not have that the other properties do. I mean, we don't have spas, we don't have a pool, we don't have, you know, great rooms. They're the biggest, but, you know, we're kind of an old property. So the fact that they feel comfortable being here and playing with you that's what we want. That's what we want to hear, and that's our goal, and we want to continue with those successes.
That's what we're selling. We're selling you guys.
That's right.
So the first customer service standard and the mantra on the top, don't sweat the money, sweat the customer experience. That is our mantra. That's what's most important, is the customer's experience. So the number one, dress to be best. You never get a second chance to make a first impression. Uniforms clean and pressed, name tags and fearless buttons worn at all times. The fearless button is part of the uniform. Maintain a neat, clean, well-groomed appearance and practice personal hygiene at all times. And those of you guys that have the bowling ribbons, you can take them off. The bowlers are gone. It's up to you. You can be the first ones to have them for next year.
Bye-bye bowlers. Okay, so this is pretty easy. We're starting with the easy one. We're starting with the easiest standard. You just have to make sure that you have a clean shirt and you shower. Pretty easy. They're gonna get a little harder.
So the first hard one, the 3-6 rule. Use the 3-6 rule. When a customer is 6 feet away from your table, you must make eye contact. At 3 feet away, you must verbally acknowledge. Have open body language, no folded arms, staring out into space. Never ignore anyone. Be alert and ready to accommodate. Give customers your full attention. Make every customer feel welcome to play at your table.
Body language. Body language is very, very powerful. We get more of our communication from people, 55% from body language, more than what they say. You can go into, say, you know, you've had your days off and you're down in the EDR and you see someone you haven't seen in a couple days and you're going, hey, how's it going? And they're like going, fine, just fine. Everything's good. So what does that convey to you? What that person said to you or how their body language was? They're not fine. They're definitely not fine. So it's a very powerful thing, and it's cheap, it's expressive, it's the kind of thing that will make people feel very, very welcome if you have open body language, as opposed if you have closed, or you know you're what's the score, or you know, or you're like in a coma. They don't want to wake you up. They're just going to kind of like, you know, leave you alone. It's just, and you've noticed that when you are at a table and it's a dead table and you have a pleasant expression on your face, you know, dead tables are information booth magnets, right? And these people might not even, you know, they might not even be going to play table games, but they're going to say, where's the restroom? Where's the restaurant? Where's the hotel lobby? Where's the one club? You know, and so with you, with a welcoming expression, they're going to come up to you because, hey, that's a friendly face. That looks, you know, I can, you know, this is good. I'm going to go ask her. She looks nice. She looks friendly. This is what we're going to do. So, and that gets their whole trip off on a positive start. Hey, the people here are really, really nice. Really nice. It's just, and it's your body language. Really, really simple. But if you have bad body language, man, will it turn. It will totally turn. So, what we're going to do is, Sandy and Anthony, you guys are out on a night on the town. You guys, yes. So you haven't been out in a long time and you are feeling lucky and you got a bonus. And so you're ready to play some blackjack and you're feeling, you know, good. So I want you guys to go over. That's the front door to our casino. Go over there.
Where's my twofers?
Yeah, where's your twofers? All right. So basically what you're doing is you're looking for a place to play. So you're going to walk by George's table first.
Oh, I don't want to play there.
Hey, hi you guys. How you doing?
Hi.
Hey, sit down. Great.
Nice to
Fun.
see you again.
This is a great table. The only reason it's dead is because they won all they wanted and they left.
That's
I mean,
what
look,
they like to hear.
they won all they wanted and they left.
You don't
So
even have any money in your
that's
tray.
exactly right. So welcome. All right. Okay. Thank you. Give me a hand.
Which table would you rather play at?
Oh, hers.
No question.
You only have one chair.
Look at
Even with one chair, we'll stand.
So, which dealer are you?
I'm that one. I'm both.
This is good.
Lately I've been this one, but
This is good. See, if you can recognize yourself, and you're like thinking, you know what, I've been guilty of that. You know, it's just one of those things, you know, be aware of so that you know that that's what you're doing. And, you know, you're chasing away business if you're doing that. So don't be that dealer.
Move your eye contact from ceiling level to eye level. Seek out eye levels. Seek eye contact. Eye contact is welcoming. Tells people that you want them to sit.
So the 3-6 rule is one of our standards. But you know, George, how can I do the 3-6 rule if I already have a full table? I mean, it would be rude of me to ignore the people at my table and look around.
So while we're shuffling, this used to be our opportunity to see if the ceiling tiles were all clean. Now we're actually going to bring that focus down and we're going to make eye contact with the people passing our tables. So we're going to shuffle. We're probably doing it already, but just to remind us, an opportunity to say, hi, James. Hi, we got a spot open right here. If you're feeling lucky, come on in. Or look around. You can still see your other customers. You don't have to spend all day doing it, but while you're shuffling, look around. Keep your focus, looking for eye contact. Very important.
Okay, then sit on the customer, they say you will to us.
I'm sorry?
Sit down on the customer, all the customer is full on the table, they say you eat to us, you're not talking with us.
Well, it's when you're shuffling. While you're shuffling, you're shuffling. So it's, that doesn't happen very often. It may, and if it does, make your customer happy. That's fine, but it's not going to happen very often.
It's the most effective tool for a dead game or when you've only got 1 or 2 players. You know, sometimes if you have a full table and, you know, that will be a magnet. If you have a full table and you're having fun with them, they'll hear the laughter, they'll hear fun, they go, I want to play over there. They're having fun over there. So basically, you know, you don't really have to do that. You don't have to entice them. You're already doing it with the fun time that you're having at your table.
So our next service standard is smile. Nothing says I'm happy like you're here like a smile. It takes 50 muscles to frown, only 17 to smile. A smile is the universal language. A smile says I'm friendly.
Okay, this is one of those things that if you were at David Letterman and they were doing a top 10 things that you hate to hear on your blackjack game, isn't that right up there at the top? Smile. That you're going to be nice to me. Smile, 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 smile. The thing of it is that it's very important to smile because it's the same thing. It's welcoming. It's pleasant. You don't have to have like, you know, you don't have to have the coat hanger. But you're pleasant and you're welcoming, so that people will see you and that you're welcoming, and it's like a billboard. Yes, I'm happy that you're here. Welcome. A pleasant smile. And also, the other thing is that when you smile, it's really hard. Say, for instance, you're having a bad day. I mean, Anthony and Sandy were out late last night, and boy, they're coming to work. They're not feeling too good. So they're like, everybody's getting kind of on their nerves. So they've got somebody that's very annoying, and when you talk to them, you know, if you have a smile, you can't really sound angry. I mean, you can say pretty much anything. You know, you're a real jerk, aren't you? You're not going to say that. But you can say pretty much anything, and it's going to sound pleasant. Smile when you talk, and it's going to sound pleasant. So that's another reason to do it. So it is one of our standards that we want to do. But as I said, we don't have to be.
Smiles used to be optional, now they're mandatory.
Right.
And if you're smiling, you won't feel like a dog just, you were already doing it.
So our next standard we're going to talk
Wait a
about.
minute. Okay. All right. But George, you know, customers get mad at me when I smile at them when I'm taking their money. They think I'm enjoying beating them. What should I do?
So you guys have all been doing this long enough. You know how to feel out your customers. If it's that person that doesn't want the interaction, that doesn't want the smile, then just be pleasant and do your job. We know as well as you know that not everyone's going to want to interact, even though most do. Some people that are going to say, I don't want to smile, they don't want you to smile, they don't want that interaction, then that's fine. We don't expect you to try to do it. And it is pretty rare. I agree, it is pretty rare. Most people sit at a blackjack table to interact. And the few that don't, then we'll respect that. We just won't expend as much energy on that one person, but the rest of you people should still get your attention.
Okay.
Moving forward?
Can I make just one comment on that? You know, one thing I think is kind of seems to be the case many times when you have these players is you cheer when they win and you cry when they lose. They love it.
That's exactly right.
It's true. And I mean, it sounds sincere. Don't make it, you know, But you do, you cheer when they win.
And the more interaction and the more cheering, the smiles just happen.
Yeah.
They just happen if you're interacting with your customers.
They want a high five, go ahead and high five them. You know, just show that, hey, you're really happy that they won that hand or something.
I always go, big one, big one, big one. You know?
Yeah.
Perfect. That's perfect.
Face guard, face guard.
Yes.
And it's okay to root for the customer. For many, many years, that was the enemy.
Yeah.
That's not the case anymore. It's a new day and a new way. So smiling, everybody. The next one up is introduce yourself and interact. When a customer sits down at your table, tell them your name and welcome them. Engage customers in conversation. Easy questions to ask might be, what's your name, where are you from, where are you staying, how long will you be here? If a customer has a One Club card, note the name, and when your supervisor approaches to get the card, introduce the customer by name to your supervisor. If you don't know the name or how to pronounce the name, ask the customer. If you can't pronounce the name, then just tell them you're pleased to meet them. And please always know who the card belongs to. For us, when we walk up to a table and we pick up the card, and then we just say, whose card is this? What we want to hear is, oh, this card belongs to John. And this gives us the opportunity to say, hi, John, welcome to the game. So now you've acknowledged the player, we've acknowledged the player, and they feel more comfortable. Versus picking up the card and whose card is this? And it's, I don't know. So please remember where you get the cards. When we come up and ask, you can acknowledge that player and make them feel welcome. This is another opportunity to make them feel welcome.
The majority of our customers are here for a good time, more than winning money. They just want to have fun. And table games players are sociable. The introverts play slot machines, but table games players, they like to be around people, they like to talk, they like the interaction, and so that's what they want to do. So when they sit down and you have a new player, introduce yourself. You know, hi, my name is Kathy. Some of us have very unusual names that, you know, people really don't know how to pronounce. And this way they'll be able, when you say, hi, my name is Haisha, then they'll know how to pronounce it and they'll feel better about, okay, now I know, because I'm a little uncomfortable because I really don't know how to pronounce your name. So that's all good. Also, they want to talk and they want to ask you about yourself. It's because you know, you're a dealer. And that's a glamorous job, right? Dealing is glamorous to them. So they want to know about you. So, you know, and it's back and forth. Easy questions. You can have some that are just like so easy and just the same ones, like where are you from? How long are you going to be here? Where are you staying? And if, you know, you're not feeling that chatty or you don't, you know, all you have to do is turn it back at them. Like, for instance, it's like, okay, well, so how long have you been dealing? Well, I've been dealing for, you know, 20 years. So what do you do? Ask them about themselves. Because what's the most fascinating thing? What's the most fascinating subject that they want to talk about? Themselves. So turn it back on them. It sounds like you're interesting. They do all the work. So, okay, and then, oh, well, so, you know, how long have you lived in Reno? Where do you live? And then pretty soon you'll have somebody else on the other game that goes, hey, I used to live there, where was that? And then they're talking, they have a conversation, and you know, all you did was facilitate it. And you don't even have to do that, you're just like, you know. And then when you leave and go on break, they're thinking, that dealer just had the best personality. And wasn't he or she chatty? It was just great, and you know. And they have a good time. That's what it's all about. So, yes, just you know, yeah, that's it.
You must talk.
Yes, you must talk. Yes,
Interaction is mandatory.
yes.
And don't forget to say thank you when you do get a tip or a bet.
Oh yeah, we're going to be doing that. Anyway, so so interacting, and we all have different personalities. Like for instance, you have some that are very, very extroverted. You know, they're going, you know, coochie, and you blah, 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 blah. And they're comfortable and they're natural doing that. And there's others of you that are much more low key. And that's fine too. So basically what you're doing is you have to find your own groove. You have to find your own niche. You have to find out what works for you, what you're comfortable doing. Because if you don't, and this is forced, you're going to have a miserable time because it's not going to be natural. But, you know, find out what works for you, but figure out a way to interact with these people. So I'm with them. I'm with them, but I don't know where they are. Where did you guys go? I don't know where you went, but I'm here to have a really good time. So I am wanting to play, and I'm feeling lucky too. So I'm going to go play at this game right now. Hi, how are you?
Hi.
So what's your